Hello everyone, Coder Rob here, and welcome. Today I'm going to teach you some more advanced building techniques for EverQuest Next Landmark. So if you joined me on my last video about how to build rails and gates, you may see back here in the background that I have my new balconies up with the metal railings on it. And it's kind of important that you've watched that video because what I'm going to teach you today leverages off of what I taught you in that video. And what I'm going to teach you today is how to make a shelf similar to the one I got over here. Now this one's a wall mount unit, and you see I just created a wall out here in the middle of nowhere just to test it. Now you could have a wall mount unit, or you could have it where it's got sides and looks more like a bookshelf. I was actually very impressed by how well the objects sit right on top of it. They actually snap into place, which surprised me. Good job, Sony. Now there is one problem, is you do have some distortion if you put it right on the wall. I don't know if you can see right here, there's a little bit of bulging where the wall actually comes out and snaps to this. There's no real way to fix that. When I put this in my home, I'm actually going to just put it on the floor and have it that these posts are holding it out of the floor, or I might actually do more of a bookshelf. But how I did this and how I would do a bookshelf are all pretty much the same. So let me show you. So it's important that you know how to create a small box like the one I have here. See that little tiny cube? It's really a really tiny board ship. So along with creating little tiny board ships, you have to know how to create a thin post. And if you don't know how to do either of these, you'll want to watch the video, the one where I created the balcony up above there. It's called creating fences and iron gates, and you'll want to look for that one first. So it's important that you know how to do both of those, and once you do, I can show you how to do the rest. So I'm going to highlight what I created here. This is just very thin railing, and I do a Control-C to copy it, and then I'm going to walk over here, hit escape so my selection tool is not selected anymore. I'm going to do a Control-V to paste it, and it snaps to the ground. Well, I'm going to use the up arrow. I'm using the mouse wheel to roll it up so many times. Now for this, it's very important that you move exactly one vox up or one vox forward. So I'm going to be using the arrow tool and my mouse wheel to do this. So I'm going to paste this first one right here, and then I'm going to mouse wheel up 2, 1, 2, paste another, mouse wheel 2 more, 1, 2, paste another, mouse wheel 2 more, paste 1 more. Now from here I'm going to go forward 1. So I'm going to switch my arrow, and I'll move forward 1. I can't tell if I'm moving back or forward. Okay. There, I move forward 1. I'm going to paste, and I'm not sure. There we go. And then I'm going to move down 2, paste, down 2. You can see it better what's going on here now. Down 2 more, paste. I'm going to move forward again, 1, paste. There we go. I had to do it twice. The first one was kind of flaky. Move up 2, paste. Up 2, paste. I don't know why I'm doing each of those twice. And paste. I'm going to move forward 1 more. Paste. Down 2, paste. Down 2, paste. Down 2, paste. So as you see, what I've really done is just created shelves, floating shelves. Now if you want, you could do sides on them and make a traditional bookshelf. I'm going to show you the easier way here with a post like this one. So I still have a vertical bar selected. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. And I'm going to line it up just on the edge of this bookshelf. I'm going to move it down some here. There we go. And I want it just touching the edge. I'm going to merge that. I'm going to move over 2 to the right. Do it again. 2 more. And do it again. Alright, well that's not exactly looking like the other one. So this is where we have to grab the Borg ship here. So I'm going to grab this shrunken Vox. And just so you know, both the bar and the Vox, the single Vox, I've smoothed 6 times. You can go more, but I particularly like 6. So I'm going to do a Control C on that. Now this is the trickiest part here. Before I do that, I need to delete every intersection. So where each of these joins happen, I'm going to delete that. And now I got to paste that single Vox into that area. And that's where it gets tricky. Try and line it up. And I think I got lucky. There's one. So as you can see, when you replace the intersection with a single Vox, it gets rid of the odd smooth effect. And there we are. So don't forget to save it as a template. Now I don't have it quite even, so when I save it with a template, see it's not quite centered. When I save it as a template, I'm going to make sure I select an even amount of space on both sides of the center bars. And I can tell I did that because you see how this green arrow lines up right in the center. Actually, I may not have it yet. There we go. So I also made it a lot taller than I wanted. I'm not going to select all that. Alright, come on. Alright, so I didn't go all the way to the top, and I didn't go all the way over to the left here, just because on mine I had more shelving on the left than the right. But right there, that'll make a great template. Wall mount, bookshelf. And there you are. And if you want to change the color, you can change the color and put it up against the wall and set what you want on it. So hopefully that was a big help to you. Alright guys, I took a step back here. I removed the bars that we had added. I'm going to try to do a more traditional bookshelf. So what I did was I selected one whole shelf. As you see, that's the yellow thing I have down here at the bottom. I'm going to now rotate that 90 degrees to the left. I'm going to try to line it up with this edge here. Alright, I think that's it there. Now I expected it to do a funny merge, and it did, as you see. Now instead of doing the whole bookshelf, I'm going to just do half. So I'm going to replace these corners like I showed you before by deleting these old ones. And getting our single cube. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it in that space there. Now this is only going to fix one side. We still have the wideness on the other side over here. So I'm going to repeat that process over here. First I'm going to delete every intersection. And then I'm going to paste back the single box. Alright, so I skipped ahead. I ended up having to replace more than just the edge ones. Since I had done 4 bars across per shelf, I had to replace 4 single boxes across each shelf. And instead of doing each shelf, what I did was I just did the bottom shelf, then I highlighted the whole bottom shelf, moved it up 2, pasted, moved it up 2 more, pasted, kept repeating that process. So now I want to finish the bookshelf off. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to select half the bookshelf. Bring it out to about here. And make sure I got half of it. I don't have quite all of it there. I'm going to do Control C to copy it. Escape to get rid of that, Control V to paste. I'm going to line it up in the exact same location the other one was. And then I'm going to rotate it. And then I'm going to move it down over to the right. Just try and line it up in the right location. And there we go. There's your completed bookshelf. Alright, so here's what the final product looks like. There's the wall mount, and then there's the standalone bookshelves. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you soon. Thanks.